So today I'm going to be showing you a very simple way of playing through a 12-bar blues. And the cool thing is that you're also going to be able to play this in any different key that you want to once you kind of got it under your fingers. The same as any blues really, but I'm going to be showing you how to play in any key and also some interesting things that you could do to this basic pattern. So the basic pattern sounds like this. Right? Very simple, but what we could also do is go right, so we're going to be building upon that very basic structure. So this way, the next time you're in a blues jam session or jamming with a friend, you're going to have some new and interesting things to play. All right, let's get into it. So the reason that we're in the key of A is because this is the note A on the 6th string, and that's how you're going to know how to transpose that. Okay, so let's get into the structure of it, and then I'll show you about building on it in a couple of minutes. Okay, see, that was on the 5th fret, 6th string, and then we're going to hop down here to the 7th fret, 4th string. Walk that back to the 5th fret, and then walk it up to the 5th string, 7th fret. Okay, so that's the main structure, okay? Now you might have heard that I'm playing the staccato, which means that I'm not letting the notes ring. I'm going. So with my finger, I'm hitting the note and then releasing it, which is muting it out. And I'm using my pinky. You could use your ring finger to get this, but I'm using my pinky because it's just easier for me. I don't need to stretch if I use my pinky, okay? And then later on, I'm going to show you how I could palm mute it and do other things, as I said, okay? So the structure goes like this. We're going to do this 4 times. And now the really cool thing when we want to go to the next chord, our 4 chord in the 12-bar blues, which is going to be D, we're just going to take that same exact movement and put it 1 string set further down. So that's going to sound like this. Do that 2 times. Go back up to A 2 times. So now we played 8 bars so far. 4 on A, 2 on D, and then another 2 on A. Now we're going to go to our 5 chord, which is the E, and that's the same as the second shape that we did, just 2 frets further ahead. So that was 1 time. Then we're going to go back to the D. That's up to bar 10. Then we're going to close it off with A again 2 times. Then it starts over. So we end it on G, and then we start it over again on G for those next 4 bars, okay? So if you want to now build upon this and make it sound a little bit more interesting, what you could do is a couple of things. You could palm mute. And what you could also do is not palm mute every note, but kind of, you know, use your ear to select notes to palm mute and then leave other ones not muted, which is going to sound. It's going to give you some dynamic by mixing in some of those palm mutes with unpalm muted notes, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is this cool move here that you could do. Everything is as it was, but now instead of just ending it here, we're going to go, we're going to hit it, pull off, hammer back down, and then start over. So try it out. Here's another little cool thing that you could do. So after you experimented with those palm mutes, after you experimented with that thing, another cool thing you could do is on that A chord, on that first one, you could add in, if you hit the 2nd and 4th string, 5th fret, you could slide it in the 7th fret and then slide back. So you're going to have to play a little bit around with it to get that timing right, to get the feel right, but you could slide back and forth, you could slide just in, and then back, and then hop back in there. So that's another really cool thing you could play around with. And you can do that anytime you're playing a 12-bar blues. So on the 1 chord, you could do that sliding thing. On the 2nd and 4th strings, On the 4 chord, on the 1st and 3rd string, so it stays the same, it just goes 1 string further down. And on that 5 chord on the E, you could try to slide on these two. So from the 7th to the 9th fret. So in there I had kind of a hybrid of, you know, doing some palm muting, doing some of that thing, and then also some of those slidey things, okay? So now what I want you to do is take these 3 elements and just play around with them, okay? So the last thing is, how do you want to transpose this to another, you know, key? So as I said, we were in the key of A now. If you want to play it in G, you just have to know where your G note is on the 6th string, right? So for G, you're just going to start on G. Right? If you want to play it in C, you're just gonna have to know where the note C is and start there. It's super simple to transpose it. So the next time you're at a jam session, make sure to try this out. Have a lot of fun with this over the weekend. Again, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That's about that. Henry Olsen here. Have a great weekend. Take it easy. Bye-bye.